That's attitude. How you gon' do that to me? Why'd you leave me? I told you the truth after you knew. Forgive me, please forgive me. Come back to me. That's what they all say, huh? Last time I saw you, told you that it'd be the last time I see you. Didn't make you a believer. I know it's hard when you're used to being with deceiving people. You get used to how they treat you. Well, you know I'm not like them. Because I say what I feel and I mean what I say, and I do not pretend. But you do. I know you're listening to every word that I'm saying, cause every picture I'm painting is perfectly been portraying you. Every time that you knock me down on the ground, I still got it because I chose you. Now nothing can never knock me down. That's no surprise, I've been better now ever since know you and I. Now that I've been on my own, somehow I don't feel so alone. Unforgettable, but I had to leave you alone. Time to be on my own. You are unforgettable, but I had to leave you alone. Time to be on my own. You are unforgettable.
About the fighting. Sorry that my life is complicated and exciting. Sorry I ain't ready for marriage or children. Sorry I don't care about your feelings. I know I'm selfish and I can't change that. I only have a few things I would take back, like keeping girlfriends when I don't need them, until I go off for the deep end. This shit stress me, it's too messy. When we done fighting, I feel empty. I don't envy being prideful. We ain't best friends, more like rivals. I mean it's like I try to get where you coming from, which turns into me being who you just running from. And I don't wanna be arguing over little things, and I don't wanna feel all the feelings that guilt brings. I can spend my time doing something that's more productive. I can be out here grinding, you know, just getting ducky, saying fuck it. You gotta love it, I just tell it how it is. I gotta get mine just like you gotta get his. So
unforgettable, but I had to leave you alone. Time to be on my own. You are unforgettable, but I had to leave you alone. Time to be on my own. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. You can be hearing a little more Stevie a little later. He's a member of the Twitter fam. Awesome guy. So I'm going to do a question and answer, garden update. Pepe, gardener down in Australia, tagged me, and there's this little game going around the gardening community, I guess, and we tag each other and answer 5 questions and then tag 5 more people. So I'm going to do that as part of my garden update because I think I can answer a couple of those questions with a little tour of my garden. One of the questions is, what do you grow? You're going to see all what I have out there growing. Basically, that's what I usually grow. What's your favorite thing to grow is going to be pak choi. You'll see some of that. And how long have you been gardening? I've been doing it over 20 years, but about 5 years with the off-grid hydroponics, this kind of unconventional way that I'm gardening right now. So if you want to watch that, it's about 8 minutes walk around the garden. When I come back, I'll answer the questions, why do you garden and why do you YouTube, which is a little more complicated, but These other questions are simple, and if you want to skip to the live when I get back on here, it's about 8 minutes. Go grab you a cup of coffee and a sandwich, and meet me back here in 8 minutes. If you want to take a tour of the garden, sit back and relax. Alrighty, y'all. I've forgotten that Pepe tagged me with this 5 questions little game I guess I've been passing on the gardening community, where you tag 5 other gardeners and you answer 5 questions. I forgot about that, so I'm gonna go inside because it's still sprinkling out here, but show you a quick update before I go inside and answer those questions. These guys are, put my hands in, you see how big they are. That's our kale. Some more, they're doing pretty good. Basil. So those guys are doing alright. Let me zoom in here. Our little tomato plant still doing okay there. And this is Shard, was about dead where we trimmed all the leaves off. He's all new leaves, so he's coming back. It's gonna be cool. I want to show you over here. That's all that's left of the lettuce. I was gonna harvest it all, just and start over, but it's starting to shoot off some new leaves. You know, these are tender, you can still eat them. So where we chopped it off and ate it, it shot up these. So we're gonna still munch on those, probably another meal or 2. You know, these leaves are good. This guy's still forming a little head there of romaine. So a couple more meals, and let's see. He's starting to grow some new leaves. Who knows? They might be too bitter on that, so I'm just going to leave them go make a munch on them because I've got a bunch of bok choy here. It really rained really hard. See how soggy it got? I meant to take that aside, but it caught me by surprise that I was out of town. But so I took him off of the reservoir so it can just dry out for the day. This bok choy, if its roots get real wet, it's not going to hurt it any. So I'm going to plant that out into this downspout. So that lettuce is about had it. Check out bok choy. That's only a couple old. Y'all can look back and see when I planted that out, showed you, but like I said, put it in here. Haven't done anything to it, just put it in here and took off, just left it. So I mean, it rained, so that still is filled with water right now. But even if it didn't rain, this thing would still be about 3/4 of the way filled up with water. So bok choy doing good, and then I got more sprouts. And let's see, trim some of these up. We're still putting out some more leaves. Should grow the radish for the greens, and not really for the radish itself. And radish is cheap. You can buy radishes in the store real cheap, but it's kind of hard to come by the greens. And the ones that are in the store, you know, everybody's been grabbing, touching, and they don't really cut, so they're bruised and beat up. But I might trim those off completely, see if they'll grow back. It's my amaranth. I love this. If it tastes like little beets without actually having a beet, you put that inside your spring rolls and salads, drop it in my soup. But I don't think I'm going to win Pepe's challenge because my guys aren't even a foot tall, probably about only 8 inches tall, and they're already starting to flower. See back there? So they'll keep producing little leaves. Like I said, I use these like baby greens and microgreens, but I don't think I'm going to grow a 6-foot one like Pepe did. So there's those. Let's take a quick walk around, and then we'll go inside because it's still raining. You got some cilantros. We're going to sprout those. There's some shard, rainbow shard, a couple of pepper seeds, and more radish. So when those guys are done, I'm just going to take, this is how easy it is, and then you put a couple on here, come over here, just like that. Put maybe about 10 more of those guys right inside of there. You got some more greens. That guy, haven't done anything with that, just planted this container. These things usually break down with the UV light after a couple years. This is the 5th year I've used that. I'm just, see it's cracked there a little bit. And I wasn't expecting to use it this year, but this thing's lasted 5 years. So that was a little $5 Sterilite box. And got some cool little pak choi in there. Some more of that kale. This was an extra one that we had left over, so I just tossed them in a container. But this is a real hydroponics one. That wasn't any about that one, set this up, but it's cold and it's putting a little heat out over here. Look, Dave, I got one pepper. Oh, there's a little baby one there. But now starting, we're gonna see how that does. I bought that at transplant. Before we move on, there we go. You know what? We're just going to do that for the rest of the show. I think that file was too big. I'm going to have to play with that. I'm new at this live streaming. I'll take that little tour of the garden and upload it tomorrow. Yeah, see, this is still lagging. Okay, as soon as that catches up. Might be with the storms and all that. My internet's getting real sketchy right now, but like I said, I'll upload that tomorrow and you can finish a little tour. I'm going to go ahead and answer the rest of the questions. Let's see, how long have you been gardening? Was, like I said, it's 20 years and 5 years doing this off-grid hydroponics like this. And favorite thing to grow was, like we said, that pak choi. You kind of saw it in there, but it's just really easy to grow. It's hardy. It grows well without the soil inside of these containers, and I can have a bunch of them growing, and it only takes about 3 weeks for it to grow and I can start eating it. So I just love the stuff. I drop it in soup and stir fries and everything. But there's the two other questions are, why do you garden and why do you YouTube? I'm going to answer both those maybe kind of the same time, but why do you garden? I started was just like a lot of gardeners is, you know, I'm fascinated by growing your own food and being able to just walk outside and you know, if you're going to have a sandwich or you want a salad and you don't have to run to the grocery store or think about what you have in the refrigerator, and you just go outside and just pick it and eat it, and knowing where your food came from. And it cuts down on waste because you can leave all of your stuff growing like this. Go out there and pick what you need and just leave it growing. And then, you know, how many times have you bought like a bag of lettuce and you ate a sandwich in that, and then you stuck that bag in the refrigerator and it got pushed to the back, and a week later it's all soggy and you're throwing it away. So, you know, that's why I started gardening. YouTube and Facebook, when I started that stuff, it was kind of fun. You know, I hadn't been on social media, and I was posting pictures of what I was doing, excuse me, and across Facebook at first, and it was kind of fun. And when I started doing little videos and showing how to, I had people like trying it all over the place and sending me pictures, and let's see, there's little social sites and all that, and they were sending me pictures and we're having fun. And I thought it was pretty cool that people all around, and it wasn't just the United States, it was like almost every country in the world. It was Germany and England and Australia and Canada and South America. Just people from all over were like showing me little pictures or microgreens they were growing, and that was cool. And then I started posting YouTubes, and I think it was in the Facebook groups. You don't really realize if you put stuff on public, if you're on friends only or private, you kind of know who you're dealing with. When you put it on public, you really don't know how far reaching this stuff is. But I had people in Africa, Egypt, Germany, just different places, were sending me emails and saying that they were in poverty-stricken areas, they were in drought-stricken areas, and and they'd like to do hydroponics because they couldn't do a traditional garden, but they were poor and they couldn't afford all the hydroponic equipment, and that they saw something like this, and that they're actually starting to grow their food, and maybe not, you know, using containers like this that you have to go out and buy, or this downspout, but like the other videos that I have where they're growing them in the recycled containers, like when I have almond breeze or soy milk, you know, there's a plastic container. Instead of throwing it in recycling, I was growing a plant in it. So there are people around the world that were saying, you know, hey, you're helping, and you know, our community. I had one lady say that she's going into poverty-stricken neighborhoods and showing them how to grow their food. So that, you know, just really had a profound effect on me. You know, that's something, a little thing that you can do and you put out on social media. And I know that we're always saying, you know, there's so much bad and negative stuff out there, but you know, there is still good stuff. And if you pass around positivity, you don't know, you know, you might not be doing something like this, but if you just take that and share it, you really don't realize how far reaching that can go. So I enjoy that, and it really, you know, touches me that there's people that I'm having an effect on people that I don't even see, and you know, I probably will never even meet, but that you're having a profound effect around the world. So that's awesome to me, and you guys can all, you know, do the same thing and be a part of it, or you might have something else to share, and you get out there and use social media, use all these platforms for the good. So that's why I YouTube. I don't just, you know, the question was, why do you YouTube? I'm on all the different platforms, and all of you all should be too. And don't complain about all the bad stuff that happens on all these platforms. Go out there and put the good out into the world, and the good will come back to you. So, you know, that's kind of a esoteric answer or whatever, but it, you know, that's just the way I feel. So I think that answers all 5 questions. Thanks, Pepe, for tagging me. There's other people that have been doing this too. Marty's Garden, I'm going to put everybody's links down in the comments down below, probably by tomorrow. But Brent is some guy here in the States. He does some hydroponic gardening. There's a little group of people out there. They're real fantastic people, and they're gardeners, and they've been playing this game. But I get to tag 5 people. So let's see. So I keep looking down at my notes here. I haven't memorized everything. I'm going to tag the master himself, the one who got me in, who pioneered all of this. I don't know if anybody's tagged him before, but it's Dr. Bernard Kratky. He's the one that started all of this, and he's got a YouTube page now, a YouTube channel, and it's Decline Approaches. I'll link it up. Just that's a Hawaiian. He's was a professor out in Hawaii, and if y'all are like Lawrence Kim, my friend over there, y'all know Decline. You say that. So his page is called Decline Approaches. Y'all check him out. He's the one that all of these people are doing this hydroponics like this non-circulating hydroponics off-grid is all stemmed from the work that Dr. Kratky did. So y'all check him out. Maybe he'll grace us with a little question and answer. Next guy I'm going to tag is Matt Garber, is the guy that kept Dr. Kratky's videos up while Dr. Kratky was away for a while. And when I started getting into this, I couldn't find Dr. Kratky in that, but I saw one of his videos, and it was on a channel that Matt Garber was growing stuff like this, and he had Dr. Kratky's video still up, and he answered a lot of questions and answers. So, or he answered a lot of questions. So, Matt, I tag you. I know you haven't put up a video in a little while, but go ahead and do a little 5 question and answer for us. Next guy is MHP Gardner. He's the one that I learned how to do all of the hydroponic nutrients that goes into here that most people use. He kind of broke it down on a whiteboard, and I watched him and his formula. I don't know if he's got it from other people or he got it from Dr. Kratky, but he's the one that I saw where he broke it down in simple terms, and his formula is what I've used all these years to grow like this. And I've tried a couple other ways and they don't do as well, and I always go back to this one. So he hasn't put out any videos in a little while too. He's put out like one But he's a great guy. It's MHP Gardner down there. Next guy's Dave Schramm. Y'all saw him if you were on last night's live stream. I introduced him. He's the grower of chilies. He's the guy that makes grown men cry. Go out and check him out. Dave Schramm on some of the other social websites he's growing at home in West Virginia. Dave, do a little question and answer for us. Last one, I don't know if he's probably been tagged already, but I'm going to go ahead and tag him again. Kang Star. He's the one that I learned how to grow a lot of the microgreens. I know I keep pointing up here, but that's what it is, these microgreens. When I first started, I watched a ton of his videos learning how to grow all of these, from broccoli sprouts to the amaranth to pak choy, just all these different microgreens. I learned a lot from him. Kang, if you can, do us a little question and answer. And I saw you with Dave Schramm, the one chip challenge, and I saw you do that just a while ago, and you ate 2 chips, so you're a beast. And you sweated a little bit, but you didn't cry. So if you can, do us a little question and answer if you haven't already. So those are my 5 guys. I just want to tell y'all thank you for watching or watching the replay. I talked a little bit about Twitter fam last night, and what an amazing group of people they are, and how I'm going to be integrating that with my channel. And I had a couple of people reach out, and here and Twitter I did a couple different live streams, and that's just been fantastic. That just with a 20 or 30 minute video, I've already got people saying yeah, they do agree with positivity and peace and putting good out into the world. And some guy commented last night, y'all can see his comment down on last night's stream, Garage Greenhouse. Let me see if I can just click on here and read what he wrote, if I don't lose y'all. Let's see. He put, "It's always wonderful to see a collective of spirits in a manner to help others and inspire inspire people at the same time. Gotta love it. Never change." That does kind of embolden. That does kind of sum up what we are. And I told him that this group is really an amazing group of people, and if you live by those values too, you're more than welcome. And he said, yeah, he's always trying to seek out positive, open-minded spiritual people and groups that love to help one another. That's us. He says he's a husband, a father of 2 daughters, and 2 jobs, and it seems to be hard to find groups like this with little time in the day. He says seems like a perfect fit, and it is. That's just what we are. So if that describes you too, this is the place for you. Somebody else, Taylor Story, said new subscriber here, but I think you're meaning she's on board with the Twitter fam, and I want to say welcome and congratulations on the new baby. I see your page and that you're going to be posting videos and probably doing a vlog, so I'll keep an eye on you. And like I said, if you guys are out there and you need help, or you just want to be around people that are doing the same thing, and you believe in peace, love, and positivity, putting good out into the world, this is the place for you. So welcome. Thank you guys. Anybody else, hit me up. I've got some more people that emailed me and direct message. Just we're across all of the social platforms. You can see right here in the corner, hashtag TwitterFam, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Just go on all those platforms and just punch in that hashtag. Look for people, watch their stuff. If you see, like on Instagram, go down in the comments, see who they follow them. If you see somebody in the Twitter fam referring to someone as brother or sister and saying, yeah, hey, yeah, Twitter fam and that, follow them too. So I want you guys to go out and search and look and see if you can find people and look into them and look into the backstories. That's what I did, and that's how I became so fascinated with all of these people, and that's just observing and that and becoming a part of it. So if you can't find anyone, hit me up, contact me, I'll point you in the right direction. But I really would like you guys to try and find it at first on your own. So get out there, become part of the community. Glad to have you all aboard. I'm going to let y'all go. Let's see. I think that's it for tonight. We're going to sign off. I'm going to let y'all hear a little bit more Stevie Dub and Who is Heartbreak. They have another song here. And that's one thing. Stevie Dub is on all of these different platforms. This guy is awesome. He's been recording music. He's been out there trying to perfect his craft since he was in high school, over 10 years, and he's going to be big. And this is a chance for all of you guys to connect with him. Go and look for him. He's on all the platforms. He's on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. You know, if you can't find him, let me know. I'll point you in the right direction. But he's going to be big. This is like if you guys back 10, 20 years ago had a chance to know some of the big stars, or Drake or Taylor Swift, when they were like young, and you had a chance to connect with them. You know, this is the time. You know, this is the beginning in that, and these people are bound for greatness, and you guys have an opportunity to connect with these individuals right now. So I'm going to play you another song. I'm going to sign off and say goodnight, and I'll catch you all in a couple of days. Let's see. Stevie Dub. I'm new at all of this live streaming, and sooner or later I'll remember to keep looking at you guys instead of the screen, or if I get somebody else to work the controls so I can just talk to you. But it'll be a little rough in the beginning, but we'll get the hang of it. Alrighty, catch y'all later. Okay, you want to see the rest of the video, y'all head on over to YouTube and check out Stevie Dub. You'll find it over there. Let's see. Drop down in the comments if you like it. Give him some love. Tell him Mr. Doozy sent you. Alright, peace out.